Now let's take a look at 14 and 15. We'll actually start with question 15. They're telling us in the directions that line R is parallel to line S, and in 15 they're asking us which line is the transversal. Well, remember, the transversal is the line that cuts across two parallel lines. So if these are my parallel lines, which they are based on simply these directions right here, the line that cuts across it is this line here, so T. So which line is the transversal? Line T. All right, now let's go back and get question 14. We're asked to name all the angles that are congruent to angle 2. Well, right away, you should be able to pick off that 4 is going to be the same as 2. Because they're across from each other in that X shape, those would be vertical angles. So 4 is going to be congruent to 2. Now there are two more answers here. Let's take the corresponding route because corresponding is really easy. What corresponds with 2? Well, remember what corresponding means. Corresponding means it's in the same spot. So this is above a parallel line and to the right of the transversal. Well, the other angle that has that same description is 6. 6 is also above a parallel line and to the right of the transversal. So 6 would also then have to be congruent to 2 based on the idea of corresponding angles. Now the other angle we can get in a whole bunch of ways now, but let's go ahead and pick it off simply based on vertical angles. What is the same as 6 in terms of vertical angles? Well, 8 is, because it's across from each other. They're across from each other in that X shape. So we know what 6 is. 8 is the same. Well, 6 is the same as 2. If 2 is the same as 6, 6 has to be the same as 8. So the other angle that matches up with it is angle 8. And again, this reinforces what you saw in the first video for the homework helper here when I talked about question 1 and seeing the angles match up. Well, once again, just like that set of questions we did earlier, you see the same type of angle set up, different measures, but the same number and types of matching that we saw earlier.